Hello, beautiful beings. I'm Mama Belle from Mama Belle's Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Tonight, I'll be doing a mind, body, soul reading for Taurus. The messages in this reading are for any part of your chart in this sign, with special emphasis on sun, moon, and rising. Before we get started, I wanted to take a moment to say that this is a general reading and not meant as advice of any professional sort, including but not limited to medical or legal advice. Most importantly, I would like to say thank you for clicking here. If any of this reading resonates, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Now on to the reading. Hi, Taurus. We are going to be starting with the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chris Ann. We're going to get a card for the mind, the body, and the soul. We're also going to get a card for the overall theme of the message. Then we'll take a look at the bottom of the deck. For me, the bottom of the deck is advice going forward. Then we'll take a look at the Sacred Creators Oracle deck, which is also by Chris Ann, and we'll get a message from that as well. So, we'll shuffle. Okay, what message for Taurus about their mind? What message for Taurus for the mind? What message for Taurus? You have the Hierophant, which is perfect because that is your card. And the body. What message is there for Taurus about the body? What message does Taurus need to hear about the body? The Ace of Cups and the Eight of Wands. I'll put that back. Okay. And a message for the soul. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Okay. What is the overall theme of this message for Taurus? What is the overall theme of this message? You have the Five of Wands. And the bottom of the deck, the advice going forward, is the Death card. Let's get started. Okay. For the mind, this to me says that you are in your element with your mind. You have been working really hard. You found the keys and you keep them close to the heart. To me, what that means is that you've figured out how to take care of your mind in the best way, in a way that honors who you are to your core, to your soul, and keeping it close to your heart so that way you can pour love into these keys as you unlock different parts of your mind and the way that you take care of it. Because part of the reason I think that I feel this Hierophant is taking care of themselves is that it looks like this Hierophant is about to dance. There's a radio here. She's in a little outfit that reminds me of like a dance class. It's what it reminds me of. And she's got fire around her, so I don't think that she's necessarily like going to be getting close or doing anything too crazy, or that she's not confident in herself in. Because you wouldn't dance around fire if you think that you're going to slip and fall into that. At least I hope you're not. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. But to me, this says that she's confident in herself. He or she. But to me, this looks like a she. So that's what I'm just going to refer to it as. This isn't necessarily actually because this is a man or a woman who's receiving this reading. To me, this says that they're about to get up and dance. They're about to confidently get up and dance. But that you've learned what you need to take care of yourself. And because this is in the mind position, you've learned how to take care of your mind. Firstly, if that's you, like, I am so proud of you, and I hope that you are proud of you. That's a big deal. That's a very big deal. Secondly, keep doing what you're doing because this feels good. Okay. For the body, we have the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. The Eight of Wands is about quick movement, things speeding up, a lot of success. Things are going to be happening rather quickly with your body. But I think that it's because you have been pouring a lot of love into yourself. The Ace of Cups is the beginnings of love, of filling your cup up first, because you know you can't pour from an empty cup. So get ready. Big things are happening because you love yourself. This is huge. This is such a good reading. I am really, really proud of you. I am so proud of you. If this is your reading, you are doing incredible. You're doing a lot of hard work, but it's going to pay off. It's going to. Your reading just has me constantly smiling. It's seriously so beautiful. For the soul, you have the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Swords. To me, this says that you can have everything you're wishing for. You just have to remind yourself that you're not stuck. You don't have to stay in this trap of the Eight of Swords. It seems like you can't get out because you're all tied up, but if you look closely, she could easily get her hands out of those ropes, undo the blindfold, and figure out how to get out of these swords, especially because there's a big enough gap. She could probably get out of there, very likely unscathed, but if she did, it wouldn't be so dastardly. It wouldn't be something she couldn't recover from. It would be like small nicks. So you can have everything your heart and soul desires. The Nine of Cups is all about wish fulfillment, wishes being granted. There's a little genie lamp right there. This is everything you could possibly want or dream of. But you have to remind yourself that you're not stuck. You can get out of this. I'm going to move this forward, actually. For the overall theme of the message, you have the Five of Wands. To me, this says that you're putting in a lot of practice. And that's kind of what I'm getting right here. Actually, really, with all of this, you've put in the practice with your mind, which is why you're feeling as good as you are. You're putting in a lot of love and work into your body, which is why quick things are going to happen so long as you're following that love. And then with your soul, you're practicing reminding yourself that you can have everything you want. This is a message, a reminder of you can have everything you want. Just remember that you are not stuck. You don't have to be stuck. If you don't want to be stuck any longer, you don't have to be. You can leave anytime you want. So the overall theme is about really all of this. This is practice on telling yourself on how to take care of your body. This is healthy competition and reminding yourself of the fire within, that the fire within can come out. And this also reminds me of the sun. So this also says that bright things are here. There's a lot of brightness around you. So the advice going forward is the Death card. And for those that are not familiar with tarot, this might seem really scary. It's not. I promise you. I promise it's not. I used to get scared of it too, but now it just means change. This means you're transforming. This means letting go of what doesn't serve you and coming out like a beautiful butterfly. If you notice here, there is a butterfly on the card. This is all, butterflies are about transformation. I'm going to try and get this so you can see it better. I'm trying to figure out where it's like focusing. Apparently it just doesn't want to focus on this card very well. It's not as clear from what I can see, but that's okay. We'll move on. Basically, this card says It's time to transform. It's time to accept that you are no longer a caterpillar. You're ready to burst out of the cocoon because you've done everything you've needed to. You just have to keep letting yourself transform because you're not going to look like the caterpillar you were because you're no longer a caterpillar. You are a beautiful butterfly. Let's get a card from the Sacred Creators Oracle deck. And I am going to be reading directly out of the guidebook for this. There's going to be an essential meaning, which is as if you get it in the upright, as well as a self-care message, which is as if you get it in the reverse. I will read both, and what resonates with you is what is meant for you. I trust that you will find the message that you need if this is your reading. Okay. What message does Taurus need to hear from the Sacred Creators Oracle deck? What does the Sacred Creator Oracle, what does the Sacred Creators Oracle have to say to Taurus? What message is there for Taurus? Okay, we have two cards. We have card number 14, Balance, and card number 57, Rise. This is beautiful. Okay. Let's see if you can see both of those. I really like that. That feels really connected because you're transforming, but in order to do this, you've got to have a lot of balance, and you have to have balance in order to take care of your mind and body and soul, and you have to have balance to be on sticks. But you're going to rise up like you are on these sticks because that's how you transform. That's how you come out like a beautiful butterfly. Okay, let's get into this. Let's do 14 first. Card number 14, which is Balance. Oh, it's in balance. Sorry. All right. Essential meanings: patience, moderation, a perfect blend of activities, a happy balance, purpose and meaning, mixing ideas and people into a perfect brew. Self-care message: too much focus on one thing, ignoring responsibilities that you dislike, excess, imbalance, not seeing the bigger picture. Ever elusive balance. You could drive yourself a little nutty chasing the perfect ratio of work, home, health, family, social life, hobbies, and woo time. And it's okay not to strive for such a compulsive perfection. Sometimes chilling way the bleep out is exactly what's needed to usher in some desperately needed balance. Then again, you may be so complacent that your heart is begging for a healthier mix. And if this is you, and you'll know it when it is, then the universe requires more consistent energy from you in order to deliver your dreams. Regardless of your situation, if you're feeling misaligned and out of whack, it's time to come back to center. Look for solutions and situations that feel grounded and calming. Avoid anything that will tip the scales and suck way too much of your energy, time, or money, or that will provide you with too much lazing around time. And actively seek the moderation of tasks and time. Step away from drastic and excessive and any imbalances that just don't feel right. Consistent introspection to see where you're lacking and where you're leaking energy will guide you to the middle ground that's required right now. Find long-term success through a measured blending of strengths, productivity, and stillness. No one can create balance for you. Only you know it because it's a feeling. How balanced do you feel today? What does a balanced life look like to you? Can you plan a week around this? Are there any self-critical not enoughs that are eating their way into your balance? Okay. Card number 57, Rise. Essential meanings: being ready to rise, rebirth. That's the other thing. The death card is about rebirth, transformation, all that good stuff. Second chances, redos, new opportunities, stepping up to your potential, announcements. Self-care message: endings, the need for acceptance of defeat before the rebirth, knowing when it's time to stop, a time to implement changes before you can rise again. You are ready. You feel it in your soul and you hear it in your heart. You are ready to step up, unveil your brilliance, and run across the fields shouting your dream to the world. Reach out and reveal a piece of your plan and share a part of your magic. Think bigger this time. You are going to rise higher than you ever have before, so you're going to need a grander entrance. Give yourself permission to openly pursue the giant badass goal that you've got. As you let it loose and try it on for size, you'll untether your potential beyond anything that you can fathom. Start to ask, why not me? And realize that it's your turn to rise. If something is coming to a halt, or if you have recently suffered an unpleasant blow to your momentum, this card illuminates a time for second chances. You're being gifted a redo with all the rebirth energy of the phoenix. And this time, you get to decide just how far you fly. Take a moment to regroup and implement any changes that are needed, and then open your wings and rise. How hard are you on yourself? How are you keeping yourself down? Are you motivating yourself as much as you would others? Are you rising up like a warrior and upping your inner dialogue and your self-love right along with your skills, your promotional materials, and your to-do list? Does your outer success match your inner glow? Oh, I love this. This is such a good one. This was a really good reading. I hope that this message resonated with you. If it did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, as well as share with those you may feel it will also resonate. Again, thank you so much for clicking here. I hope this month brings you health, wealth, happiness, clarity, passion, and alignment. With so much love, I'm Mama Belle. I look forward to doing your next reading.